The 70s were a tumultuous time at the Knoxville Nationals, filled with huge personalities and characters. Little Joe Saldana ushered in the decade with his victory in 1970, with charismatic Jan Opperman scoring his only Nationals win in 1971. Kenny Weld came home to score back-to-back wins in 72 and 73 before Hoosier legend Dick Gaines scored in 74 with a young car owner named Carl Kinzer, passing Jan Opperman in the last corner to win one of the most dramatic races in event history. The Nationals moved to the present four-night format in 1975, when Missouri's Eddie Levitt won the first of back-to-back Nationals victories. Doug Wolfgang began his rise to Nationals prominence with two straight wins in 77 and 78. In 1979, Arizona's Ron Schumann closed out the decade with a popular win. And as the 70s drew to a close, a great dynamic period was right around the corner. A capacity crowd here at Knoxville Raceway for the 50th running of the Goodyear Knoxville Nationals presented by Lucas Oil. Well, we're finished with the E-main, we're finished with the D-main. Time now for the C-main. Talk about a stacked field. This would be an A-main anywhere else, but the story in the middle of this one has to be Jason Myers, sitting right in the middle of the field, who unfortunately had a mishap, if you will, on his prelim night. But you, my friend, have been in the same exact situation and made it into the A-main.
Yeah, Jason Myers forgot to go to the scales the other night, so that put him back here. Craig Kinzer's right beside him. Yes, I've started in the middle of this C and have won it, so have other guys. But Danny Lasowski on the front row of this thing, we can't forget about him. So again, the racetrack's going to have to widen out, and these guys in the back are going to have to go early and hope for a lot of cautions. Again, just two people able to transfer up to that B main. By the way, no provisionals here either at this racetrack for this event. You want to get into the A main? You will earn your way there. All right, time now for our C main. We'll take a look at our Goodyear starting grid. On the pole will be Bronson Mason, who earned Most Improved Driver in 2009 out here, and of course the four-time champ, Danny Lasowski, outside. Yeah, a lot of good race car drivers. See Tyler Walker in there, Max Dumsey back in there, Tim Cady, but Craig Kinzer, Jason Myers, saw them in the non-qualifiers earlier today, race their way into this C main, so we'll see how far they can go. Johnny Herrera, a lot of good race car drivers, and of course Jonathan Cornell and Trevor Green, who just transferred out of the D main. Don Trout Jr. there on the outside of row number 9. Brooke Tatnall also in here. Brooke Tatnall, the track record holder, as they come around here. And yeah, on the outside, looked like Lasowski was trying to get a little advantage, and he might have done just exactly that. He takes the early lead. Saw in the back the shot there, the 59 of Brooke Tatnall bicycles. He went into the corner. Yes, he did. It looks like a beat-up bicycle at this point, though. Looks like as he entered the corner, the car hooked the right rear, got up on two wheels. Let's see, got a replay. Yeah, right there, just hooked the cushion, got up into the fence, turned the thing over. He tried to save it, just didn't have quite enough track. Right here, jumps the cushion, tries to save it, steers back into it, and then, of course, collected the wall with that right rear, and it took him for quite a ride. The good news is the driver's A-OK, and in fact, showing off that old school driving suit. Stay with us. We'll get them restarted when we come back. Welcome back to Knoxville, Iowa for the 50th Goodyear Knoxville Nationals presented by Lucas Oil. Against out Brad Doty, this is the C main. Brooke Tatnall went for a ride at the very start of the race here, so we'll restart him one more time. Lasowski on the outside again takes the early lead away from Bronson Mason, who was on the pole. Again, talk about the racetrack still a little bit narrow. Tyler Walker, the outside, will go on board with Danny Lasowski. Listen to the throttle. Never lifted right there. Not out of it very much here at Knoxville. The racetrack is fast at this point. You can hear it just pull that motor down a little bit. Bronson Mason getting passed by Scott Winters. Winters rifles up here into the transfer spot. Boy, and that car was really working well on the outside. Drives by him and is driving away. Boy, looks really fast right now. Winters out of Butterfield, Minnesota. His best effort last year was 14th in the D main, so he's already far surpassed that. Look at the racetrack, the different lines already. The bottom still pretty wet down there, so a lot of moisture. The middle is starting to slick off somewhat, but boy, the cushion is still low. And for those young fans that might not know what a cushion is, the cushion is that dark section of dirt up there, right where the number 1 car is. The right rear is riding right around that
cushion, and it will actually build up as the night goes on. It will also get a little bit wider, a little higher on the track, but it will get high enough that it can actually create a ledge, and you can live and die by the cushion. You get up over that cushion, you can go right to the wall.
Well, as we saw with Brooke Tatnall earlier, that's kind of what happened to him. He hooked that cushion, got over it, and couldn't keep it out of the wall. So drivers do have to be careful, but yeah, you can get tremendous side bite up there. See Jason Myers go by the 13, Seth Bramer.
Yeah, on the hot shoe, trying to dig his way out of a deep hole because he did not go to the scales. Should have transferred pretty much right to the A main from his prelim night when he was in a really good spot, but made a huge mistake here.
He had a great battle with a driver in the B main, and such a good battle, I think he kind of rattled him, and he forgot to go to the scales, as you said, found himself deep buried in the field here.
Well, good look at the 14 car there is who we're talking about, and right now really not making a bid for the front of this pack. We thought he'd make a charge up through here, but he is not.
One thing about a driver, you can't get too frustrated if you're back here and you're not moving up through the field, because anything can happen. You might have a red flag, work on the race cars. You see the leader in lap traffic here, but you never want to quit as a race car driver, even if you are buried in the field.
Very, very talented driver. Matter of fact, I believe third in the points right now of the World of Outlaws series. As we take a look at our leader, the number 6 car, and Lasowski making it look easy right now. 47, and Don Drought Jr. out of Lincoln, Nebraska.
Don, a local driver here, has got a lot of laps at Knoxville also. A lot of good showing by a lot of the local racers here this weekend. See if he can transfer up in there. Got a long way to go. Again, Lasowski back in this lap traffic, heavy lap traffic now, as they're too wide in front of him.
He actually finished as high as second in the points here in Knoxville on 3 different occasions. So Don Drought knows how to get around here as well. We go back to our leader one more time, and of course the 6 car, the list is long. If you want to talk about this guy, the 4-time Knoxville Nationals champion, 2001 World of Outlaws champion, 2006 National Sprint Tour champion, the list goes on and on.
Tyler Walker, the 17, jumped over that cushion we just been talking about. He did keep it out of the wall, but he was way up there. Now he tries the bottom in 3 and 4.
Walker making a run here. 2 laps to go. Great looking battle right now. Lasowski dealing with some lap traffic.
Lasowski was second quick time in his qualifying night and blew the engine in the heat race. That's why he's finding himself buried in this C main.
Picks up the white flag. 1 lap to go. There's a look at Winters and Walker just going at it for the final transfer spot.
Winters has it in the 23, the leader in lap traffic.
Woo, man, what a slide job right there, right in between those 2 cars, the battle for the final transfer spot, and it goes to Walker by about the width of the paint on his front bumper.
On the last lap, he steals it away from Winters out of turn 4.
What an incredible race here. The C-Main results are as follows, with Lasowski and Walker making it to the back of the B-Main. What a battle between those 2 guys for that final transfer spot. Your Lucas Oil race recap will bring it to you one more time. And Lasowski checked out. Tatnall with a tough ride there at our first start. The restart would see Lasowski check out again.
See the lead he has there, but again, had some trouble with some traffic there. Winters, look at this. He had second sewed up for quite a while. Jason Myers, we talked about his issues this weekend, but here was the battle right here.
Winters with a little smoke out of the car, but that's how close it was. Tyler Walker takes the spot. Let's get it down to Tony, who's with our winner.
Well, Danny Lasowski, some of the best driving on the bottom of the racetrack, but when you got into traffic, was your car as good as you wanted it to be?
No, we were really, really tight when we got in dirty air, but there's nothing we can do about it. The racetrack's so narrow right now, there's nothing you can do. So I had really good laps on the lap cars, and them guys still beating me. So we're just going to hope and pray we can get through this B somehow.
Let's go back upstairs to Ken.
Great job there, Tony. And of course, Lasowski just smoking hot. That car very, very fast here in that C-Main. But the battle for the final transfer spot was exactly what we expected. I just don't know that we thought it was going to be Winters and Walker.
Yeah, Winters from the 4th row Had it for a while there, but Walker didn't give up. Was able to squeeze back by him and get that final transfer spot. That's just the C main. We got the B main yet.
Yeah, and we're talking about squeezing by after turn number 4 down the front straightaway, about as close as you can get. Some 900ths of a second was the margin there for that final transfer spot. Exciting stuff, and yeah, you called it. That was just the C main. The B main is up next, and of course, we have the A main just ahead of that. So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a lot more racing here from Knoxville Raceway.